Hey, so this is the January 2023 report, and this is for the greater Metro Denver area. And my interpretation of it and how I'm looking at this chart. So when we look at the average close price and median close price, now realtors are going to tell you that median is a little bit better gauge when we look at this data. A couple of things. Last month, we're down 2%. So when you're looking at this chart, 2023 is purple and blue is 2022. So this is last month. This is this month. So year over year, it's about the same, about a 1% difference. It's a little bit lower than December was. Got it? What's interesting when we look across this chart is, move this up here, looking at the beginning of like this year versus January. And when we're looking at some of these things on how this looks on prices, you can kind of see now 21, 20, these are the anomaly years, right? When we're in a pandemic. But in general, if I'm thinking about buying a house, buying a home, the prices are going to be the best in January, February, November, December. Just in general, even if you go back to pre-pandemic here, it looks like they're the lowest January, February. They get higher in the summer months, and then they drop down a little bit again. And that's fairly consistent across the board. Obviously, buying sooner versus later usually pays off in almost all accounts. What we're seeing right here is interest rates last year in this time frame were in the 3s, 4s, and 5s, right? And then as they got higher and the money got more expensive, it pressured home prices down. And now we're seeing interest rates actually decreasing again. So that will stabilize things probably to look a little bit more like 2019, which was a little bit more of a normal market. When we look at condominiums, it's a little bit more choppy, a little less inventory for attached than single family, but in general, the same type of a trend line continues. When we look at the price per square foot, what does this tell us? Is basically the bigger homes are selling for less a little bit. But when we look at this, so, average in price per foot for single families versus last year versus last month. So last year, when rates were 2.5% lower, you were getting a little more to start it off. But even on this, when we look across the range, 19 was pretty flat. 20 was increasing. We saw this the reason we see this escalating and then deceleration is based upon the cost of the money, right? So if rates were continuing to go up, we would continue to see this go down. We're probably going to see things more like 2019. I'll send this every single month so we can compare month after month. Active listings. So here's what's interesting. If you see a house you like right now, buy it. It's going to be a good deal. If you wait, there'll be a lot more homes on the market. So you'll probably find something you like, but there's also a lot more buyers. So in the summertime, the reason why people wait to list is because the flowers are blooming, the grass is green, it looks nicer, you can get more for your house. That's proven. We're seeing that up here. You'll sell your house for more money, and more people put their house on the market. I'm an outdoorsman, fisher guy. It's like the tide has come in, and all the fish are out here and they're biting, right? So that's when you want your baits in the water. Well, that's kind of what we're seeing here as far as the supply of listings. Pending listings, same thing. A 1-month supply is really aggressive. There's just not enough homes on the marketplace. When you look at this, look at where we are today, 2023. There's dramatically more homes, though, on the market than there was last year at this time. And in 2021, there's just less than in 20 and 2019. So days on market, 45 days. And what people are asking and what they're getting is roughly the same. It's during the peak here, they were paying way over 106% of list price, and now we're right around that 98. In a normal market, sure, that's all right. We're just people ask for they negotiate a little bit, right? Which is also kind of telling me right now you'll be able to negotiate and get a little bit better bang for your buck on a home price than you will if you wait until April or May. In general, if you're looking at a normal market, referring to 2019 right here. So that's kind of that data. Now, what's interesting is I can also look at the national data versus Denver Metro, right? National data is kind of the same, but I was interested in this. The number of homes for sale has increased by 65% across the nation compared to a year ago at this time. And the total number of unsold homes, including homes that are under contract, has gone up. So we're starting to see more activity on the marketplace. Sellers are less active this year, which is funny. And the median price of homes for sale has increased by 8.1%, which is funny too. So what we're seeing is a little bit healthier market in general. I don't know. I'm not a realtor. I'm on the lending side of this. I'm sharing this with you so you've got the data. But what I think is pretty interesting is if I'm a buyer, I'm making sure I'm watching the lists that my realtors put together for me right now to see what's out there, because it's a pretty good time to purchase. If I'm a seller, I want to have my house on the market in March or April. So honestly, I'm still meeting with my realtor now to say, all right, look, it's February. If I want to paint, if I want to clean things up, I want to do anything to get ready to hit the market in March so I can close in April or May, I need to get to work. So it's a really interesting time for people who are thinking about buying or selling real estate. But when this report comes out every month, I'll do this video and shoot it over to you guys so you can take a look at it. But I just thought, I don't know, kind of some interesting statistics on what's going on in the Denver metro area.